HBCU OverDrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream with their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more. You can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Doc Holiday. We are back again with another HBCU OverDrive Top 10 live stream. If you haven't done it by now, as always, you know how we do it. We do this thing like we in church. So let's set the record straight. Everybody, make sure you hit that subscribe button when you come onto the YouTube channel. Also, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets on Twitter and on Instagram at HBCU_OverDrive. Okay, so check my mic. Hello? Hello? All right. All right. Again, like I said, become a subscriber. All you have to do is just hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. And also, if you want to follow me on all social media platforms, you can follow me at HBCU_OverDrive on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow. All right. Woo. I'm just gonna do it just like this. All right. Is that better right there? Make sure that's better. All right. So again, like I said, just become a subscriber on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HBC_OverDrive. We are good now. Also, you want to become an exclusive member, you can hit the join button and join us as a family. And all you do, we got two tiers. We got the blue, purple, and the blue. And also, last but not least, anything that you donate towards the channel, it goes back towards the channel. Right now, we got an initiative try to do lighting, try to get more lighting up in here, and more than likely try to get another table. I am. If for those who want to send money, you send your donation to the Cash App HBCU OverDrive. You can send it through Super Chat. Also, you could your membership is pretty much um, goes towards everything that we do right here. It doesn't go to my pocket. It goes towards, like I said, equipment, um, travel, and initiatives that we do have going on right now. And also, it is the last day of October. It is Halloween, and my this is my uh, Halloween costume. But now, let me know if you got a birthday coming up. And I know tomorrow's November the 1st, and we're gonna celebrate all the November birthdays from starting tomorrow. But if you got a birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, or this week, or in a couple of days, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. And so that's what we're gonna get into. Dr. Lori, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uh Hold on one second, because my midget is trying to call me because she's out trick-or-treating with her mother. She is out trick-or-treating, and I guess she wants me to see her costume. Yes, I got the box. Hey baby. Tell, tell everybody hey. My youngest baby, her name is Peyton. She is 8 years old. She is in third grade. She goes to Fannin Elementary, and she is the smartest thing that I know. She is the epitome of both her daddy and her mother. She likes cheerleading. She likes drawing. She likes um, eating hot dogs and hamburgers. and and I named her after Peyton Manning. She's embarrassed now. You had fun. You did. That's good. I'm gonna call you in the morning before you go to school. All right, baby. Love you too. Bye. Yep, got to embarrass my child one time. Oh yeah, she got a hey, cause she gonna have a ton of candy. That's my that's our little Debo. Oh my goodness, we got my boy Carlos Trophy Chasers, man. If you want some merch from them with Texas Southern, hit my guy Carlos up with them, man. He got some good merch over there. And he said he gonna ruin our weekend in Jackson, but I digress. But anyway, I just want to come out here and say, first of all, Dr. Lori, I'm gonna bring you up once I finish up my rankings, and we can have this good old conversation about FAMU. And second of all, um, I am a man of my word. I living up to my bet, and I got my box. So I am sporting a Rattlers advisor. So first of all, she got me a visor so I could look like Willie Simmons out here. I guess I gotta look like I guess I gotta look like Shotgun Willie out here. I'm just saying. I guess I gotta look like Shotgun Willie out here. But shout out to Coach Willie Simmons, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all are having a tremendous season. Um, and like I said, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? We can talk all the noise in the world. How you doing, Ken? I actually, hey, Dr. D, I actually had him on the show over the summer, right? The day after I came back for media day. He was a cool dude. You know, he did it even though I had just like I literally had just got off the road that evening coming from Birmingham. But yeah, I'm gonna get him back on the show, man. Yeah, if I bet I gotta win, man. I bet I gotta win. And the next thing I might have to bet Dr. D is on Howard if they're gonna be central. But anyway, Dr. Lori, I want to go ahead and thank you. This is what she sent me, y'all. And she has done. She did a good job. She did a good job of sending some Rattler gear. Um, this one I ain't even got out the bag. See, dark clouds gather over the horizon. So she tried to say it's the dark cloud defense for. um, of course, we got the water bottle right here. Um, we got a pair of socks. She hooked me. I'm be honest with you. She hooked me up, y'all. She hooked me up. Be honest with you. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Hold on one second. Uh, okay, so another thing she did send me. She did send, and this is for the missus. She did send her a shirt for herself. Um, so and the last thing I know you sent me is Doctor your book. You sent me your book. Um, send me your book, Black Women Dentists, Inspired, Determined, and Beautiful. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. So yes, like I said, I am a man of my word. And last and not least, I did get the keychain right here. It's supposed to go on the keychain, but I did get that. But like I said, I'm a man of my word. So I'm gonna be here and we gonna get this thing started. So man, we gonna get this thing started. We're gonna start off in D2. As y'all already know, this is my top 10 countdown. The top 10 schools that's in both divisions. So we're gonna start off with Division 2. Coming up, we got coming in at number 10, we got the Albany State Rams, the Golden Rams. Shout out to them. They did defeat Miles in a big way, 48-7 this past weekend. I like what Coach Quinn Gray is doing down there in South Georgia, and they do have a date with Fort Valley at the Fountain City Classic this Saturday, which is the big rivalry game. I know a couple of people asked me if I was going to go. I wish I could, but I got to work this weekend, and I'm gonna have that on my bucket list next time, y'all. Also, we're gonna keep this thing moving. Coming in at number 9, we have the Golden Bears of Miles College. Again, like I said, they did lose to Albany State this past weekend, 48-7 in a big way. Klein Peter, who is their quarterback, was knocked out of the game, so it kind of threw out their rhythm. So basically, dropped Miles from they were in the top 5, and now they're at number 9. And I'm got to get my predictions and stuff ready for this weekend. So y'all bear with me. They will be in action this Saturday coming up. Coming in at number 8, we got the Johnson C. Smith Golden Bulls. They are coming off of a victory over Winston-Salem State. Sorry about that, Mr. Gaither, Stephen J. Gaither, who is the owner and founder of HBCU Game Day. I'm just gonna let you know it's been a minute. You said it's been a minute since y'all lost to Johnson C. Smith. Well, I guess it's a new sheriff in town. They're coming in at 6-3. One of the better records that they had in a while. I like what I see about them. They have a hard-nosed defense. Offense is evenly matched, and great coaching out there in Charlotte. Coming in at number 7, we got those Wildcats from Fort Valley State. They are coming in at 7-2, riding another 2-game, riding like a 2-game winning streak. They bounced back from that blowout loss to Benedict on national TV 2 weeks ago, and they are back and moving along. Like I said, they had the Fountain City Classic this Saturday against Albany State down in Columbus, Georgia. If you are in South Georgia, make sure you go check that game out. I don't know if that game will be on HBCU Go or it might be on ESPN Plus. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Coming in at number 6, we got the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. They knocked off a hot streaking Edward Waters team this past weekend. Stopped their streak at 5 games. Allen is on the road. David Wright is really the top quarterback in all of HBCU football in either division, hands down. Like I said, he will throw you into games. He can throw you out of games. But their biggest test is coming up this weekend against Benedict. It's the Battle of Columbia, South Carolina. So that game is this Saturday. Make sure y'all, if it's on ESPN Plus, make sure you watch that. Make sure you check it out. Coming in at number 5, coming up into our top 5 in Division 2, we got the Golden Tigers. We got the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University, man. They are coming in at 7-2, riding a wave. They are looking for a collision course to try to get back to the SIAC championship to play against Benedict. They do have a couple of games left. One of those games is the Turkey Day Classic against Alabama State. So make sure y'all check this team out right here. Coach Ruffin is Coach James. I'm sorry about that. Coach Ruffin is the AD now. Aaron James is doing a phenomenal job with this team right here. They have bounced back from that first loss that loss last week. They have actually bounced back from the loss since homecoming against Edward Waters. So make sure y'all check them out this weekend. Coming in at number 4, we got the Fayetteville. Let me see. Hold on. We got the Fayetteville State Broncos coming in at 7-2. They have won 7 in a row. They are one of the hottest teams in Division II HBCU football. Also, coming in and winning their homecoming game this past weekend. They take a look for this weekend coming up to finish up at 8-2. At number 3, we got Virginia State. Virginia State bouncing back from that loss, which shocked everybody. The 1-point loss that shocked everybody. They are battling Virginia Union this weekend. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that game is if I'm not mistaken, it might be in Richmond. But the winner of this game will represent the CIAA North to represent the CIAA North to make it to the championship game in Salem, Virginia. Coming in at number 2, as forementioned, those Virginia Union Panthers. This team is led by Dr. Henry Frazier III, Jada Byers, who hasn't had a big season this year from what he saw last year, but he is making the team work with him. The quarterback is a dual threat. We talk about a team that loves to run the ball, play physical defense. Shout out to my guy Gerald Huggins, Virginia Union grad, who's now over at Lincoln, PA, in charge of the linebackers. Man, shout out to him. What's up, Ashton? At number 1, we got those Benedict Tigers coming in. They are 9-0. Coming into a big game this weekend again against Allen University in Columbia, South Carolina. This will be, if they win, this will be the second year in a row that Benedict has finished the regular season undefeated. They will be in the SIAC championship game. They have already qualified for it. We talking about a team right here with a cerebral quarterback, Ananias Dennis. We're talking about a defense that is led by Jalen Broughton and Luber Danellis. We talk about defense that is pretty much top 10 ranked in Division II football altogether. Talk about the defensive line. You talking about a whole defense that's produced 34 sacks. That's pretty much more than what you see in the SWAC and the MEAC. That's crazy right there. And this is coming from a D2 school. Whitley, behave. And for those that's looking at it and you looking at the reason why you might be losing viewers, but I lost a bet. This is what happens when you lose a bet. And I said I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. But Benedict is coming. Like I said, Benedict is streaking in this game right here. We'll go to the predictions. That will be on Thursday. See my schedule. But that will be on Thursday this coming up. So we can figure out, who's going to win this weekend. Now, look. Let's get it to Division I. Division I. Everybody want to know what's going on in Division I football. Hey, Craig, I lost the bet. I'm a man of my word, bro. If Texas Southern somehow want to try to beat Jackson State this weekend, I wear some third ward Tiger stuff. You send it to me. I'll rock it. But I show love to all HBCUs, even my own Jackson State. It's still I love, I love Jackson State. It's still the I love Jackson State. I'm tongue tied over here. I hope I ain't losing viewers either, man. But nah, I should be losing no viewers, man. Look, it like I said, it is a bet. I'm not trying to trip. Don't come after me. I gain more viewers. How about that? Willie, wait, I stay in an apartment. I don't got no grass to cut. I'm in a Edwin. I'm in I'm in shotgun Willie mode over here. That's what I'm doing. And it's all fun, y'all. It's all fun. It's all fun. If if Central be Howard, if Howard be Central, I wear some Howard gear just because. But let's get into the Division One right here. Let's get into the Division One top 10. Coming in at number 10, we got them G-Men from North Louisiana, exit 81, Grambling University, Grambling State University to be exact. They had an eventful weekend, especially with their president being named, the systems, University of Louisiana systems president this last week. Woo, y'all are doing the fool up in here today. But they are coming off a big win against Bethune-Cookman, 28-14, down in the hole. Like I said, uh Miles Crawley really wasn't doing too much, but the running game came and stepped up with Chance Williams with 119 yards and his 2 touchdowns. Defense pretty much held Bethune-Cookman to ooh to 177 yards of total offense. So that is what is going on right here with Bethune-Cook. I mean with Grambling right here. They are coming. They will be in action this weekend against Alabama State down in the Gump. That is Saturday at 4:00. Make sure y'all tune into that. I think that is on HBCU Go. Coming in, let's move it along. Coming in at number 9, we got those Pirates of Hampton University. In the CAA, in the Coastal Athletic Association. They are coming off a huge win at home on their homecoming against North Carolina A&T, 26-24. They were without one of their running backs, but it really didn't matter. It did not matter this past weekend, because Christopher Zealous had over 287 yards of total offense with 2 touchdowns in the air. Elijah Burris with 63 yards on 18 carries on the ground. As a team, they ran for 267 yards. As a team, they averaged 5.2 yards a carry. And overall, they had over 465 yards of total offense. That's something that that is a recipe for winning a game right there. Even though this game was close, they still came out with the victory over North Carolina A&T. And my friend Dave, you're going to still Somebody gonna be getting the hundo. Somebody gonna be getting a hundo. Yes, Dr. Lori did. She did shell out some money, y'all, and she overnighted it. It cost some money to overnight this thing right here. So, like I said, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Hampton is going to be in action this Saturday against Maine. They will be in Orono, Maine, to play the Maine Black Bears. That is Saturday at 12 o'clock. Uh, Maine is coming in at 2-7. Hampton is at 500 at 4-4. This will be a good game to see. To see pretty much if Hampton is going to have an actually winning season in this conference. But they still got games to play. They got a couple more games to play after that. William and Mary next week, and then Elon the following week after that, and that will be it for their season right there. But Hampton did, like I said, Hampton did win their homecoming, so nobody, A&T wasn't gonna crash that. So we gonna head on to number 7. Number 8. I'm sorry. Number 8 is Doe Bison from Howard University. What's going on, HBCU Band Talk? uh Howard University coming in at number 8. They're coming off a big victory over Delaware State. Like I said, watching that game was like watching paint dry. Was a 17-10 contest in favor of Howard University. Let's go for a recap of what happened this past weekend. Quentin Williams, 19 of 25, 183 yards in the air, 1 touchdown in the air. Jared Hunter, like I said, he had 82 yards on the ground, averaged a little bit over 4 yards a carry, had 1 touchdown on the ground. Defense pretty much came in and played championship style defense, held Delaware State to 248 yards of total offense and 1 touchdown altogether. So pretty much Howard did what they're supposed to do. Now they are coming up on the road to South Carolina State in Orangeburg, South Carolina. That is at 2:30 on Saturday. That game is on ESPN Plus. That game is on ESPN Plus. Coming in at number 7, y'all. Coming in at number 7, we got. Oh, now I wear this, but I won't wear. I won't wear that right there. I would not. I would not. I would not wear that right there. The closest blue like that I will wear is North Carolina. You will never see me wear that. But coming in number 7 is those Jaguars down there from the Bluff, from the Red Stick, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They coming in with a squeaker this past weekend over Texas Southern, 23-17 in overtime. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is what I see about Southern. Texas Southern defense put Harold Blood in a chokehold. Blood needed a transfusion. He was 8 of 26, 58 yards, and 1 interception. You cannot win a game like that. The only reason why they won a game like that is because the dumb penalties from Texas Southern. Also, the defense kind of held them into the game, brought them back into the game. Kendrick Ryan's 136 yards on 11 carries with 2 touchdowns on the ground. He averaged 12.4 yards per carry in this game right here. They got a big contest. Now, I will say this. Southern gave with Southern giving up 300 yards rushing as a team, 245 yards to one person to the running back Ladarius Owens. Y'all need to fix that before this weekend, and you'll be down in Lorman, Mississippi, down there, Claiborne County, on the reservation. That game is at 2 o'clock on ESPN Plus. Make sure you check that out. It is the battle of pretty much first place in the SWAC West, y'all. In the SWAC West. Uh Lord Jesus. Next on the list. We got them Hornets. We got the Hornets and the Honeybees. Alabama State coming in at 4-3. They are coming off a big victory over Alabama A&M in the Magic City Classic. That contest was a 31-16 final. Alabama State coming in victorious. Damon Stewart, 17-23, 202 yards and one touchdown. And that one touchdown was to Keyshawn Johnson at the end of the first half, which was a Hail Mary. Juwan Howell had 52 yards on 9 carries and his one touchdown. Pretty much in this game right here was special teams and defense. Special teams and defense. Looking at Alabama State, watching the game, Alabama State, that defense came to play. That defense is solid, led by Bubba Bubba Adams, and then defensive backfield: Mikey Victor, Adrian Maddox, Kale Jackson. That is a no-fly zone right there. Also, but they are at home this weekend, taking on Grambling down in the Gump at 4 o'clock. I think that game is on HBCU Go. Uh-oh. Next on the list, we got coming in at number 5. It's them big bad Braves down from the reservation. Alcorn State University coming in at 5-3. They are coming off a big victory this past weekend over Mississippi Valley 24-3. Big Fred, Big Mac. Hey, his team is gelling at the right time. Aaron Allen, he did good to manage the game, 17-25, 171 yards. He didn't throw a touchdown, but he threw an interception. But Jarvion Howard was the catalyst in this game. 97 yards on the ground on 13 carries, 7.5 yards per carry, and one touchdown. Jacorian Sewell, who is this is the first time I heard of him. 92 yards on 11 carries. He averaged 8.4 yards on the ground himself with one touchdown. Aaron Allen added with 25 yards on the ground in his one touchdown also. As a team, they rushed for 214 yards. Montario Hunt as a receiver, 78 yards on 5 receptions. Like I said, this team is gelling at the right time. Again, they are taking on Southern University. This is the battle for first place in the SWAC West. It is chaos in the SWAC West, y'all. The SWAC West. We already know what's going on in the SWAC East. FAMU has already taken the division right there. But they're going to see who they're going to host in a SWAC championship game. Make sure y'all check that out. If you are still in Mississippi, if you're not going to the Jack State game, you want to go down to the reservation, make your way down there to Lorman, Mississippi. That game is at 2 o'clock on ESPN Plus. But make sure you make your way down to the game. Make sure you make your way to any stadium that's hosting a football game for HBCU football. But now here we go in the top four. Coming in at number 4, and they did not move to this week. We got the Jackson State Tigers, my Tigers. D.I. Love coming in at number 4, coming off a big victory by 40 against Arkansas Pine Bluff, winning the game 40-14. Jacobian Morgan, 26-36, 373 yards, 5 touchdowns in the air, and of course the 1 interception, which that was the only blemish that he has on the season right now. But also shout out to JD Martin for coming back. He had 73 yards on the ground on 9 carries, 8.1 yards per carry. Also, he hauled in 49 yards on 3 catches in the air. So he had over 122 yards of total offense. Is this team is I think the team is gelling, even though it is late. And you see the quarterback for the future for Jackson State is Jacobian Morgan. He does have 2 years left. Let's get that right. He has 2 years left. And you're going to see every bit of this person right here coming next season. So, FAMU, y'all get ready to see Mr. Morgan. Y'all get ready to see Mr. Exit 119. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Baby Cam. Y'all get ready to see this next season. Y'all ain't get to see it at the beginning of the year, but y'all get ready to see this next season. And it's going to be, and y'all coming to the Jack. Y'all get ready to see this next season. Let's finish off. Fabian McCray coming in had a hundo in receiving yards, 136 yards on 7 receptions. He had 1 touchdown. The biggest surprise was DJ Stevens with his 99 yards receiving on 3 catches and 3 touchdowns. He had the trifecta. He showed his left cheek, his right cheek, and then his whole ass on Pine Bluff's defense Saturday afternoon. And shout out to, like I said, shout out to Leilani Armenta. Again, first female Division I HBCU player to score a point in a game. Shout out to Leilani. So, hey, y'all better worry about the vet. Look, y'all, if y'all bring some folk, we bring some folk, man, the vet gonna be live, y'all, next season. I'm be honest with you. The vet gonna be live. The vet is going to be live next season. And it's gonna be late in the, I hope they schedule that game late in the season. I don't want it to be the first game of the season. I hope. I win. I hope. I'm gonna be like Eddie Robinson. I hope they schedule that game late in the season, in the middle of the season. For real. I hope they do that. Yeah, Blue. The shirt has it in flames. So I hope, I'm just saying, I hope it's late in the season and y'all catch this. Y'all gonna catch this work in the vet. Y'all gonna catch this work in the vet. I'm gonna have my camera on me. I got my cell phone on me. Y'all gonna catch this work in the vet. Y'all gonna see how the vet get down. And when y'all come to town, and bring your band. Bring the 100. Bring the 100. I'm just saying, bring the 100. Y'all gonna catch this work. Ooh, hey, 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 Mr. Moore, hey. if it's a October, November game, oh, they about to catch out, man. They about to catch hell coming to the Jet. Ooh. They coming. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brandy. I they gonna come to the vet. They gonna catch that work by the boom. They gonna catch that work by the boom. You can't duck the boom. But hey, I just had to hype this game up for right now so we can get it hyped up for next season because we're gonna talk about that game a lot. We're gonna go into recruiting, we're gonna do a lot of things. We're gonna talk about all the recruiting, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff in the off season. But we're gonna hype that game up when it comes around. We're gonna hype it up. We're gonna hype it up. Y'all ain't scared of nobody. Y'all coming? All right, come on, Ashton. Come on, make sure you got some hydration so you won't have the little white crumbs on the side of your mouth. But you know what I'm saying? You my boy, you my bro. Make sure you have some. Make sure you have some hydration. Make sure you have a little bit of Vaseline on so you can put on your mouth. You know your mouth won't get dry. But y'all gonna catch this work. Y'all gonna catch this work. Y'all gonna y'all gonna catch this work, baby. But anyway, man, coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 3. I want to see what y'all gonna think. Put it in the chat. Who you think number 3 is? Put it in the chat. Who do you think number 3 is? Put it in the chat. Who y'all think number 3 in the poll is? Put it in the poll. Who you think? Who put it in the chat? Who you think number 3 gonna be? In fact, I'm a. I just want to know who y'all think number 3 gonna be. I want all the interaction. Let's see. Miss Willis she said peas and carrots. Dr. Strong says FAMU number 2. Mr. Jones says V said Tennessee State. Dr. Strong said, is that Alabama State? All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know who is number 3 on the list right now. Coming in at number 3 is those Tigers from Nashville, Tennessee. Tennessee State Tigers. Yes, they are coming in at number 3. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was really thinking about keeping it at number 2. I was gonna be a tie between whoever's gonna be the second team and Tennessee State. Um, I'm I'm gonna be real with you. Be real with you. Blue hit me up. Blue hit us up in the HBCU nightly group Saturday afternoon, and he was like, Tennessee State is giving Lindenwood the business in the second half. that's when I turned it on and I was like, you know what? Man, they are rolling. They are rolling. I give it, I'm gonna be honest with you. Give it up, give a dang on hand clap to Eddie George and what he is doing over at Tennessee State in his third year. A lot of people talk bad about what he was doing that didn't have coaching credentials or anything like that. But his team is 6-2 right now. They're sitting second place in the OVC, Big South OVC. They're coming off a 23-point victory over Lindenwood, 43-20. You got one of the best defensive ends in all of college football in FCS, and Terrell Allen, who leads the nation in sacks at 13 and a half. Blue, I watched that game. Whoever the left tackle was for Lindenwood was getting done dirty. He was working that boy, and that defense flies around. They are hard nosed. They are the mirror image of their head coach. That's what Eddie George did when he was what he saw and who he played with when he was with the Titans and with Ohio State. They were hard nosed, grimy, gritty, dirty, in a good way. They would, hit you hard. You probably need some Epsom salt after the game. That team resembles what he played with. They run the ball well. They have they do a two QB system that works to their favor. They they are what a team that he built together, built through the portal, built through JUCO, built through the high school ranks. That's what we see with Coach T.C. Taylor at Jackson State. That's what you see with Hugh Jackson over at Grambling. That's what you even see with Eddie Robinson at Alabama State. Even with Willie Simmons at FAMU. That's what you see. That's what is going on with this team right here. And their schedule, excuse me, y'all, their schedule favors them to finish out big. They are on the road in Charleston to play Charleston Southern this Saturday at 3:00. That game is on ESPN Plus. After that, their real litmus test is against Eastern Illinois up in Charleston, Illinois. Yep, Charleston, Illinois. They're coming in at 5-3. They are winning also. And the best thing about this is they didn't have to play SEMO. They already played Gardner Webb, which they won. They beat Gardner Webb. They only lost to Tennessee Martin, which was pretty much a dogfight to the final two quarters, quarter and a half to be exact. This team is on a roll, and then they finish out with Tennessee Tech at home. So you look at that team that could finish out 9-2. Looking at a team that can finish out 9-2, it can happen. It can happen. And if whoever SEMO plays, so they got Robin Morris this weekend. That's correct. They're gonna beat them. They got UT Martin that following Saturday in Martin, Tennessee. And then they have Bryant at the end of the season. That UT Martin game with SEMO is going to be the game to determine who is going to take the lead in this conference, or who is going to be second place or even third place.
Just put it just like that. Uh, UT Martin does have a tiebreaker over Tennessee State the if they finish the regular season uh, with the same conference record. So like I said, look at you got a lot to see with Tennessee State. Check them out. They are a good team. They are a very gritty, grimy team to watch, and they play a good style of football that a lot of people that we have not seen since the late '90s, early 2000s. And that's all that I'm not saying that's for HBCU football. I'm saying that for all around. But it's a good thing to see watch them play, and I hope they come if they get themselves to a schedule. They can schedule some SWAC teams, like 4 or 5 SWAC teams, and then run through their conference. That would be a upgrade for them in their recruiting and to get people into the stands. But coming in at number two, we got the FAMU Rattlers. We got the Rattlers of FAMU down in Tallahassee. They are with the win on Saturday. They are the division champs of the Eastern Division for the SWAC. Um, had a big day on Saturday on a homecoming, defeating the Panthers of Prairie View 45-7. I really did want Prairie View to at least pinch y'all, but they didn't even do that. They ain't even call and say, hey, they just like called you and hung the phone up. But but they did hold Prairie View to 120 yards, 220 yards of total offense. Uh, Picking off Trayvon Conley 3 times in this game. Dark Cloud defense is, I mean, they live up to their name. They are the Dark Cloud defense. Uh, they smother everything. They cover everything. Uh, their defense is pretty much it's pretty much lethal defense. And the best thing about what FAMU did was they started the game off fast. I like what they did in the first quarter, starting off 14-0, ending the first half 21-7, and then didn't let the foot off the gas in the third or fourth quarter. And that's where you come with the final score of 45-7. And so I like I said, y'all started the game off fast, y'all ended it fast. It wasn't no letdown, it wasn't no uh kind of slow spurts into this game. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Defense did what they supposed to do. Jeremy Musa still 14 to 25, 272 yards. He had 3 touchdowns and only 1 pick in this game. The running game for FAMU was pretty much on point again this weekend. 181 yards on 29 carries as a team. 6.2 yards of average, 2 touchdowns. Led by Jaquez Yank with his 63 yards. Terrell Jennings had 54, and Kelvin Dean with his 38 and touchdown. And of course, Terrell Jennings had his touchdown. Also, Jamarie Sheree, 76 yards on four receptions and 1 touchdown. He is pretty much, I'm gonna be honest with you, he is the reincarnation of Xavier Smith. He is the reincarnation of Xavier Smith. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, he can catch, he can run, he can play special teams. He is the epitome of your offense. Um, Going into the next game, going into your next game on Saturday, you will be on the road at Alabama A&M. Again, they're coming off a big loss against Bama State in the Magic City Classic, but this game will be at 1 o'clock on ESPN Plus. I heard that the 100 is going to Huntsville. That's what I heard. I heard the 100 is going to Huntsville. This is a big game for Alabama A&M. Also, this is a big game for FAMU. This is a big game for Alabama A&M. Pretty much, this will tell you if Connell Maynard seat is on fuego or he live. He lived to fight another day. All right. And y'all hear it. Dr. Lori said they will be in Huntsville this weekend. So make sure y'all tune into that game on ESPN Plus, 1 o'clock Saturday. And coming in at number one, it is. I should have a voiceover with I'm a big wrestling fan. I should have a voiceover with Paul Heyman's voice and how he brings out his champions, the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Well, not of the world, but of HBCU football, the North Carolina Central Eagles. Look, I tell y'all, I've never in my life seen anybody humble Buddy Pugh like that. I've never in my life seen anybody humble a Buddy Pugh team like that. 62-28 victory on a Thursday night. On a Thursday night in Durham, North Carolina. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Davius Richard, who is pretty much by far right now the undisputed MVP for Division One HBCU football, 18 of 27, 352 yards. He passed for 5 touchdowns and only had 1 interception. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then add another 26 on the ground with 2 touchdowns on the ground. Jamari Taylor with 73 yards on the ground, averaging 5.6 yards per carry. Devin Smith and Jamari Taylor both had over 100 yards receiving. Each of them had at least 1 touchdown in the game. Oh my! I just have to say, oh my God. But offensively, Trey Oliver. I'm gonna be honest with you. Trey Oliver on last Thursday coached with his middle finger up at Buddy Pugh. Trey Oliver coached with his middle finger up at Buddy Pugh and said, "Take this, take that, take that, take that." He did a number on Buddy in that South Carolina State team. I've never seen that before. But they got a big game coming up this weekend. In fact, it is their homecoming this Saturday against Norfolk State. That game is at 2:30 in the Bull City on ESPN Plus. But that is my top 10. That is my top 10 right there for Division One HBCU football. And as I said, I am going to bring up Dr. Lori so she can tell me about her illustrious university, Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University. Come on up, Dr. Lori. Everybody in the chat on fire. Good evening, Dr. Lori. How you doing?
Hey,
All right. We had a deal, so we had a deal. So that
I'm good.
so yeah, she got this. Hey, Doctor D, she on the stream. So tell me, in some of the wonderful people in the chat, why FAMU, why people choose FAMU, and what makes FAMU unique.
Can you hear me? Because I'm sorry,
Yep.
I think I had you on too. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
wow. I had no idea that you was gonna get the love that you're getting tonight, huh?
I
But
guess I'm on the good side of the Rattlers because after this,
yeah,
I'm going
because
right
you know
back into my
what?
blue and white.
Yeah, this is what I want to say to you and to everybody. You're a man of your word. Cause you could have just went ahead and said, "No, I can't do this." But I mean, I have nothing but respect for you because you said you was gonna do it and you did it, and you're a man, and I respect you for that. I just wanted to say that when I was choosing this gear for you was with all nothing but love because it was I got them from the vendors and I went painstakingly trying to get something that I knew that wasn't too bright because our colors are very bright. And I just wanted to make sure that I showed you that even though I'm a rattler, for years in my family, we have been rattlers. When FAMU was FAMC, that, we still have HBCU love for other institutions. Quite as it's kept, my family actually migrated from Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
Mississippi to Florida in the middle of the night. Long story. My family has been going to FAMU and was FAMC. Where actually my family, the men in our family are like barbers, and they actually took courses at FAMC for barber school. So that's how much it's been in my family, has been in my family on my mother's side as well as my father's side. So we are definitely rattlers to the day that we die. We bleed orange and green. We really do. So let me tell you a little bit about the history of FAMU.
All right.
FAMU is a land grant institution. That means that back in the day, we couldn't go to Florida State. They didn't
Mm-hmm.
want us over there. They didn't want have anything to do with people of color. So they gave us the worst land. When I say they, the people who were in power then gave the worst land that they could find that was infested with rattlesnakes, hoping that once these group of Black people, which were only like 10, would that we would get on this land and the rattlesnakes would kill us. So in my
Mm-hmm.
family, and we wouldn't have anything. So my family is basically made of a lot of preachers and barbers. So I'm gonna give you some biblical stuff. You know how the
Yes, ma'am.
Lord says that He will give you dominion over that snake or
Right.
of that serpent. So that's what happened. We were supposed to have been granted this land, and hopefully that we would stop wanting to go to their school, and hopefully would die out. But that's not what happened. When God has a plan, He has a plan, right? And so we were able to develop that land, and actually, we were called the State Normal College. I think
Mm-hmm.
a lot of HBCUs probably have that history too. It's not just FAMU, but this is the history that I know of. And so we were able to develop that land and be able to go through the pains and the building stuff that we had to go through, and every HBCU goes through. We always have to keep that in mind. The banner is good. We can say different things about each other, but the main thing is that we need to support all HBCUs.
Yes.
We really do, because we are the staple. I knew how I felt when I went to FAM when I was 17, and how it encouraged me to, because I was, my father was military, and we were around a whole bunch of white people. And I remember when I went to FAMU, it gave me the sense of pride of being Black. And so there is a very big need for us to encourage our children, especially with the Supreme Court saying that they're no longer doing affirmative action, that we need to encourage our kids to go to HBCUs, because that gives you the foundation. It gave me the foundation to actually figure out who I was and what I was, and actually be proud of being Black. So that's one thing I can say, that's what occurred for me at Florida A&M. But like I said, every school, not just FAMU, has a rich history, and we all need to learn more about it. When I was president of Old Dominion Dental Society in Virginia, we call HBCU night. We did a night in which everybody in the society, we would support different schools and learn more about it. And I think there was at the time 107 HBCUs. And guess what state has the most HBCUs? Can you tell me which state you would think has the most HBCUs?
Alabama.
Exactly. Go ahead, Doc. Alabama has 17 HBCUs. Isn't that something? Mm-hmm. So there's this website that you can go to, and it will actually give you information on all the HBCUs and learn their history and learn why it's so important for us to support each other. And so that's why I support you. And I want you to do well in this platform. And I'm gonna look over some of the rude stuff people say and just support you. And I just commend you for wearing the shirt, because I know you're getting a lot of flack, but I just want to tell you that I did it in love, and I hope that you don't get too much flack about it, because like I said, we do want to lift you up and your platform, and also have develop relationships with other people from JSU. God gives you a limited time on this earth,
right,
to make relationships with people and making sure that you have no regrets. And so when you leave here, you leave everything on the field. You say, well, God, I did everything I could to do what I need to do when everything. And that's why I wanted to make sure you understand that we are always going to try our best to support you, no matter what goes on, what somebody says and stuff like that. And that's a personal thing that I kind of make sure that I keep that in mind. But I want to talk to Mr. Ford.
Man, because it's late and Mr. Ford I think Mr. Ford in bed right now.
Well, I tell you, I am still tired because we partied, and when I came back, my staff was like, Dr. Wilson, you look kind of rough, because I really wanted to come on camera tonight for everybody to see me, but I am still tired and wore out from partying too much. I mean, when you get old, and I am old, I'm elder. When you get old, you got to not party as much as you used to. And I had such a great time partying with my family, and also with my family, and it was such a great time. It was actually my class reunion of 40 years. I was the freshman class of 1983, and right. I remember, and we all got together. And then, of course, some people still are not here, and the people that were here, we would just praise God that we made it 40 years. And I can't believe that 40 years later, I'm still around and still able to go support FAMU things. So I'm glad about that.
And it's like I said, it's something that when I got to Jackson State, I was a mass comm major when I first started. And then when I left, and I took my hiatus over to the PWI, Stephen F. Austin in East Texas, I changed my major to history. And I pretty much was like, this is something that I want to do, but I also had my mass comm, like the feel about mass comm in my heart. So I decided to go back to Jackson State in 2009, in the spring of 2009, and learn about a lot of things about the school that I didn't know about already. And it just brings some sort of sense of pride when you find out those little nuggets about your institutions or any other, any institution, even if you didn't go there. Like I didn't go to FAMU. I had a cousin who went to FAMU, but it's good to know how this institution started off and the reason why they why they gave you you name yourself the Rattlers. Um, what was the reason for forming this school? Why they didn't want you to go across the way to Florida State, which was, I know Florida State was a girls' school, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and our relationship with Florida State has not gotten better over the years. I mean, we are literally separated by a train track on the railroads. You know how they say in blacks are across the rain. Yeah, we're literally. And one thing in our history is that the current law school that Florida State has now used to be FAMU's. They annexed it from us in the middle of the night. Long story. And so we have been fighting for years with the legislator to make sure that they gave us back our law school. I mean, years and years and years we would fight against them. We won. And so FAMU now has a law school, and it's actually in the Tampa, Orlando area. I haven't been there. My sister's attorney. And when she was at FAMU, she the law school wasn't back yet. So she went to Nova Southeastern, which was a predominantly white law school. So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of history there, that what has happened to us along the way, and where we are now. I mean, it's just a blessing. I mean, just think about it. If people wanted you to die and you didn't, and you survived. And so that's what happened to us. And let me just tell you too, that FAMU is actually the university for, I don't know if you know about what happened at Rosewood.
The Rosewood Massacre.
Yeah, so that is, so FAMU is the university of all those descendants. They were given reparations from the state of Florida. That's a quiet kept thing too. And part of their reparations were they can go, the state of Florida is supposed to pay for their education. And so a lot of them have history or chose Florida A&M. And I was able to meet a couple of years ago when I was keynote speaker for the biology department pre-med program. I was able to meet one of those descendants, and they actually go to FAMU too. Everything's paid for, but the Rosewood descendants are actually FAMU Rattlers, have actually attended the school and did well. So so FAMU just has a history like most HBCUs do, and we just have to champion all of them. We have our fun, we tease each other and banter, but we always have to keep sight of that. We wasn't for the Black institutions in the states that we're in, especially in the South, we would not have the professionals that we have today. So, because my cousin told me, she was correct. My cousin told me this weekend at homecoming that FAMU gave her the opportunity that she can sit down now and retire and be, in the middle class. FAMU gave us the opportunity that we needed, that gave us that degree, and we work for it now, but it gave us the opportunity so we could change the trajectory in our families. That means change, and we could become into the middle class. So so that's what FAMU did for us, and that's why we love the school so much, because of the adversity it has been through and how it has allowed us to better ourselves and become well educated.
Oh man, I like that. I like that. Like I wear this. I still won't wear that gaudy blue and gold from Baton Rouge.
We love them Southern people too now.
They cool. I'm cool with them, but you will never catch me wear that Columbia blue down there, unless it's North Carolina or here in Dallas of a high school my niece went to, Skyline. My niece and nephew, Skyline High School. That's the only blue I would wear. That's Columbia blue. You would not catch me with no Columbia blue and gold. I won't do it. Edwin, I know you're a Jaguar. I won't do it. If you was to bet on Southern and Jackson State, I have to rebig on that. But but I would get so much flack if I wore that Jaguar colors on here. I would get so much heat. But
yeah, and I wanted to say, me being in the position that I am, being as an employer too, and it moves my heart to have people who want to be employed, and I see that HBCU on there. I don't care what school they went to. I know I got somebody good. And so that makes me want to definitely hire them, because I know I got somebody, because I know what they went through. I know, even though they might have went to FAMU, they went somewhere else. I know that these people are well-educated people.
Right.
You just know that they're well-educated people. And so when I look at that, I'm like, this is somebody good. We need to see if we can hire them. So
right.
I definitely push HBCUs all the time. And I want people to really, really, really understand what the assignment is. The assignment is that we, as a people, have to get ourselves together so we can move to another, position in life. Because I think, we were supposed to be the servants. We were supposed to be indentured servants, or we're supposed to be at the bottom of the totem pole. And so we all have to collectively think about Black entrepreneurship and businesses, and trying to make sure that we can get to where we need to be in life. And I definitely can tell you that historically Black college or university would definitely get you there. You can go anywhere from anywhere you can go. I remember when I graduated from Meharry, and I was chosen as one of the first Black women in my residency program. And I remember doing my rotations at Jackson Memorial Hospital in oral surgery. And I remember all the white boys that were doctors like me, and I had to perform against them. And I knew that the background that I had, especially from FAMU, and I went to Meharry, the background that I had, that I could perform just as well as they could. And I did. And within 3 months, they made me chief resident. So what I'm saying is that I know HBCUs have the ability for you to take that step and go anywhere in life, and not to feel that you are an imposter, and not to feel that you haven't got what it takes. When you went to a HBCU and you navigated that financial aid, that calf line, that living in the dorm, you can do anything. You might as well stick your chest out and get ready, because people gonna challenge you, because they're gonna say, oh, they went to a Black school, they don't know nothing. No, you're gonna be top in your class. You're gonna know way, way more than they know. And you have to, personify that, because that's what your ancestors would want you to do. You're a smart person. And I tell anybody that, Black people are smart people. To navigate what we have navigated in this country all these years, we're still here. We are very smart and resilient people. And we have to always keep that in mind.
Well, I'm going to give some shout outs for some people, to some people that I know from FAMU. Shout out to my guy, Disraeli Smith. He is on our national council for Alpha Phi Omega. He did pledge at the Kappa Delta chapter there at Florida A&M. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Kenneth Williams, who is a educational administrator down in Miami. He pledged at Kappa Delta from FAMU. The last time I was at Tallahassee, I was there for the champagne sip for my fraternity. For my fraternity with Alpha Phi Omega and the Gamma Sigs. So I'm gonna shout them out. I'm gonna shout out Kappa Delta chapter, Florida A&M, Alpha Phi Omega, also the Gamma Alpha chapter, Gamma Sigma Sigma, Also with my cousin who is a Delta. She's a Delta, so she is Beta Alpha. What they call themselves the baddest.
Mhm.
Down there at FAMU. So I have some ties to Florida A&M, not as far as education wise, but with people wise, because it's a thing about being able to network, and I was able to network through my fraternity, and also with my cousin being down there. Um, but my story, like I said, I'm gonna have my story about how I started with HBCUs. Now, look, I am from Texas, so I'm from Dallas, Texas. So, when I was young, when I was a baby, pretty much, my mom, we used to go to the AME convocation, and the convocation was at Paul Quinn, which was still in Waco at the time. So that is where I got my feet wet at HBCUs, and I was like a year old to go to convocation and be with my mom and be on campus at Paul Quinn. And then when they moved up to Dallas, after Bishop College closed down, and they moved up to Dallas from Waco, and we still hold that tradition because my church is part of the district that pretty much helps fund Paul Quinn. Um, like I said, I have a cousin, and I had a friend that actually graduated from Paul Quinn. Um, is a unique small college, where they're doing things in a sense the unconventional way that you don't see at a regular uh um at a larger HBCU, but they make it, they do what they do, and they make do with what they have, and they get it done. So other than, like I said, other than that, when I made my visits, um Jackson State, FAMU, and A&T, and Prairie View was my last four. Um, and I decided to go to Jackson State. Even if my aunt, she wanted me to go to Prairie View, she wanted me playing the Marching Storm, and I was like, I love the Marching Storm. But something about, at the time, I wanted to see a team win a football game. I chose the latter, so I went to Jackson. And then the next year, like I said, my cousin graduated high school in '98. She went on to FAMU, so we represent our family very well, um, with HBCUs all around.
Okay, well, I'm going to invite you to brag. Okay, I'm gonna invite you to brag. No, I'm serious. I'm gonna invite you to brag. And like I said, my relatives are all through the university
Mm-hmm.
in high and low positions. So I'm gonna invite you to brag and for tailgate and everything. So you let me know whether you want to come or not, and we'll set it out for you. Okay? And I
Okay.
and,
Is it
and I
this
mean
season
that.
or next season?
This
Will it be
season,
this season?
you need to come for December.
Ooh, for the SWAC championship. You trying to get me for the SWAC championship game. Y'all see what
Yes.
Dr. Lori trying to do over here, y'all?
You gotta come and hang out with us and get that experience. Wear your JSU stuff now, cause we want you
Yep.
to.
I'm gonna go back to wearing my JSU stuff. Y'all can
Yeah, wear
talk
your
bad about
JSU
me, but
stuff.
it's
No,
all
we
about
not.
love.
No, we not. My relatives are not like that. They know, and they
Okay.
know, and they know. If I invited you, they know you good people because they know I don't do that around them. But so I'm going to extend that invitation to you, and when you have a chance, if you get a chance, like I said, you let us know. We'll hook it up for you and get you all set and hanging out with your Florida family. How's that?
That sounds great. That sounds
Because you
great.
got a
Now,
lot of rattlers now. I noticed in the chat you got a lot of rattlers that come over here, and so we just want to tell you, hey, look, you still our brother, you still our black brother, and we're gonna support you.
well, I got my main moderator. She telling me to go. She say go. Miss Whitney, she gonna tell me to go. She now I gotta see how I'm
Yeah,
gonna raise that. I'm gonna gotta see how I'm gonna raise that money.
you
So
gotta go. Come
so
on
so
down. So,
so that's an initiative right there.
yeah, that's a
So
need for you to come.
that's an initiative. So y'all want me to
Mhm.
don't don't feel bad because this is an invitation from Dr. Lori, who's been a part of that, who's been uh 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 supporting this channel from the time I started this
From
channel
day
with
one, tell them
regular
the truth now. From
from when I
day
had
one.
11 subscribers and I was pubbing it and putting out pre-recorded videos. She was there from day one and
From
she has
day
not left.
one.
So if let's get an initiative. We try to get the lighting. Let's get the initiative so we get ourselves down
Yeah.
to Tallahassee.
Yeah, and I
It
started and I think I gave a donation
yes.
yesterday, but I'm gonna see if we can start an initiative that we can do something for you monthly. And
Mm-hmm.
so we can go ahead and get your funds up and stuff like that. But yeah, I got nothing but love for you. You know that from day one. Remember what you asked me that time? You said, Dr. Lori, can you remember when FAMU had went to Paris
Mm-hmm.
and you had wanted me to get one of the drum majors? Remember that? To come
Yeah.
speak with you?
To come speak with me. Yeah,
Yeah,
cause I did the video about the Paris, but when y'all did
yes,
the Louis
yes,
Vuitton, right?
yeah. So we go all the way back from then. So yeah. So anyway, like I said, I got nothing but HBCU love for you. I'm gonna go ahead and I want to talk with Mr. Ford.
I'm gonna sit back. Hold on, let me check what my schedule is
Yeah.
for this week because
Mhm.
um I'm usually off, but we've been going through since I started a new job, and we've been going through. My boss has been
Mhm.
going through that transition, trying to get to try to hire more people over there to where I don't have to be closing a lot, and
Mhm.
I don't have to do a lot of late night shows and stuff. So that we trying to get that squared away, but um my baby girl asked me. She just texted me. She said, "Daddy, why you got the green and orange on?" She just texted me that, y'all. She said, "Why you got green and orange on?"
How old is
She
she?
My youngest daughter is 8.
Oh wow, I wish I would have known that. I would have got her something too.
She is 8. And that is my ride or die.
Okay.
So, this whole week I am 4 to 12. This whole 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. But so what we'll do, what I probably would do is have an early afternoon show on Thursday to where I can get, I don't know if Mr. Ford will be on there, but we can try to
Mhm.
get people
What
on here.
time is
And then
that? What time?
uh I'm in Dallas, so I'm on Central Standard Time. And then
Okay.
I'm off Monday and Tuesday, so we can most definitely give Mr. Ford on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay. So, I did want to say, I know everybody's like, what does she do? I practice dentistry. So, I see patients every day. And then lately I've been swamped with patients. So,
Hmm.
I actually see my last patient on Thursday is at 4 o'clock. And so I should be done by 5 Central Time. So definitely we can talk again. But like I said, my main thing is I just want to make sure that you know that I'm always going to be a supporter of you and help you as much as I can. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop down or leave because I'm
All
still
right.
tired. I'm still tired from homecoming, and I'm going to Huntsville this weekend for a
See,
girls'
see,
trip.
see, see.
I know I
Hey,
can't party like this. I can't party like this. One of my girls, she actually is a specialist. She's practiced up in Nashville, and she's a Fiskite. And she
Mm-hmm.
told me, she said, would you believe that Fisk people really support FAMU? So she was like, I'm coming down to Huntsville to meet you. We can hang out for the weekend girls trip. So she's actually meeting me. And I'm so tired from homecoming. I'm like, Lord, I hope I don't just be somebody who's just going to sleep and everything on her. But I'm supposed to be in Huntsville.
See,
Huntsville hanging out, man.
if everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's watching, there's 57 people watching right now. Make sure you like this stream, and then of course make sure let's go ahead and get the initiative that let's start on this a new initiative right now. And we try to get to FAMU, trying to get to Tallahassee in December for the SWAC championship game, and I'm going in neutral. I'm going in neutral, so and I can use the camera. Dr. Strong gave me the camera, so we can go ahead and get the camera and get some good photos and videos and stuff like that. And so we can actually, with this profession, this is going to be I'm trying to make this as a profession of mine. So we gonna try to get that going, and like I said,
I'm gonna start off. I gave you a donation yesterday, but I'm gonna give you a donation on Friday, and I challenge everybody to start it off. I'm starting off with $100 for you on Friday. So let's start off with that, and so that you can start gathering money and stuff together to come down to Tallahassee. Because I had heard from Dr. D, which I didn't know. He said the tickets are expensive to Tallahassee. I'm like, Tallahassee, what? He said the plane ticket's a lot, Lori, and I'm like, what? No, it's not. So anyway, I'm gonna start off with so I'll start the initiative, and I'll start off with $100 to help you get your stuff so you can come on down to Tallahassee and hang out with us for and then maybe you can do a show too, so you can show everybody the ins and outs of Florida A&M. And listen, I got people in high places at FAM, so I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of stuff. And so so you can come on down and join us for the SWAC game. We're hoping that we sell this game out more than homecoming. So so I'm inviting you. So yeah. Okay, so I will start off with 100. And like they do not. I told you my dad's a pastor, right? So know how they used to do in church. Okay, who got $50? Come to
who got $50 over here? We need $50 over here. We need $100 over here. Yeah, hey, my granddad. And my granddad, God rest his soul, was a pastor himself. So I'm a preacher's grandchild. So yeah, I already know the game.
Yeah, the love offering, the building fund, and all that good stuff, and benevolent offering. Yeah, come on down.
Hey, at least I won't be alone. Blue gonna be down there, so that's good.
Yeah. So anyway, Doc, have a good night, because I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed because I'm an old woman. So so have a good night, and like I said, you be looking out for my donation again. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out to you again, and you put that aside for your SWAC trip.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yes, you ma'am. Have a good one. Okay.
Thank you, and we'll be back on. So you'll jump back on. I'll probably do an afternoon show on Friday, and then we'll jump back on this thing full time on Monday.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Woo. Don't the Lord just bless you? Don't the Lord just bless you? The Lord just bless you in so many ways. Like, hey, it's crazy because y'all remember I was going for we went for Media Day in Birmingham. We raised the money for Media Day and to get me down there. And now this is SWAC championship game is the middle of December. No, it's towards the beginning of December. And then she kicking it off on Friday for the donation. I want everybody to go ahead and start pitching in, because um this is something that uh, uh I've been wanting to do for the longest, to try to cover a football game on my end right there. Uh, um, uh, it's just, it's just good to have people in your corner that supports, that's genuine, and they support you, and it's not out of necessity, but it's out of love. And what Dr. Laura is doing, she's doing it out of love, so we can get, you know, to see this grow. Even with Mr. Campbell, I call him Unc because he just like my uncle to me. He'll text me, we talk to each other. Um, and he'll let me know. Like he won't, he don't, when we talk, he don't sugarcoat nothing. That's my Masonic brother. Dr. D is my Masonic brother. To them, I am an investment to make sure that we are one of the biggest and brightest channels out here. And it's not just because, of the FAMU thing, but it's because I do this thing and trying to maintain a home and make sure my kids are good and stuff like that. And so uh for her to do that, um for her to present that invitation out there to me, and for her to hit the try to do a donation and talk about doing one every month, that's big right there. Cause God is good, y'all. God is good. Um, you know, even with all the issues and all the things that I go through sometimes, um, and even though I try to hide some of the stuff, I still tell people what's going on with me. But you know what I'm saying? God is good. God is great. Um, I can't think no. I just can't thank everybody enough, y'all. Woo. She gonna kick it off on Friday, but it's Tuesday night and it's Halloween. So anybody want to start it off right now? Let's start it off now, and you will get your shout out um on the show. So oh man. You said let's try to get Whitley down to Tallahassee. Yeah, Fabian, we don't know yet, but we'll know by the next 2 weeks or so. Um, uh, even I talk to and it's funny, y'all. I talk to my mama. We talk about a lot of stuff. um, we talk about a lot of stuff, but um, when I told my mama that I was doing this, doing this channel right here. uh Hey, Blue, you crazy, bro. You funny. But you know, I talked to my mom about doing this channel, doing this the YouTube thing. He was kind of skeptical for a second, but she's like, and it's the only time y'all will hear me say my nickname. He's like, Scooter. Um, she like, Scooter, you were born to do this. um, even when you couldn't talk when you was 3 years old until you was three, and you started saying your words and you started forming sentences, and you I basically was pretty much topping everything. I was a smart kid. I was out there. Um, she's like, you were born to do this. So, um, yeah, I guess I was born to do this, y'all. I guess I was born to do this, even with my nervousness, even when with my stuttering and stuff. Uh, I was born to do this, and every time I do a show, man, every time I look into this camera, I get better and better and better. I perfect my craft. Um, I perfect everything that I do. So, um, I'm over here rubbing my knee, but because one, it hurt, but then two, I'm getting emotional. Um, but yeah, it's this is something right here, y'all. Oh man, I just don't know. And it took a rattler. It took a rattler to try to go ahead and jumpstart this thing. And I know one thing. I wish my granny was here to see this stuff. And I wish my father was here to see this too. So um yeah, guys, bro, I'm be honest with you. I thought I wanted to be fast track. I wanted to be quick, fast, in a hurry, but through it all, I'm like, nah, slow and steady, win the race, y'all. And it's winning. The race is we still running that race. Um and I love everybody that supports me, man. Uh I love everybody that care for me. Um Y'all just don't know how y'all just don't know how this make me feel, bro. Y'all just don't know how this make me feel, man. Make me feel like it just moves me. It um put a smile on my face. Um, so yeah, man. Um, but anyway, let's go ahead. We're gonna get these lights. We're gonna get these lights. Cause we're gonna be professional with this thing. Dr. D already got on me. He get on me all the time. He texts me, he called me. Hey, when the next show? Um, we gonna do some critiquing. And the best thing about doing this is that even with critiquing and constructive criticism, I'm able to take it. It's not from like I don't like you or nothing like that. It's all out of I want to see you succeed. And so we be on here this thing, and he'll call and text me. He be like, "Hey, we need to do this. You need to kind of get this out the way. We need to get this going on right here." He sees me. that man sees me as an investment. Mr. Campbell sees me as an investment. Uncle Sid sees me as an investment. So we got to get, Dr. Lori sees this as an investment. And she been here since day one. So we going to get this thing going, y'all. So if y'all want to go ahead and get this thing started tonight, you can start it tonight. You can start it tomorrow. You can start it on Friday, on Friday afternoon, whenever she get ready to start it up. But we going to get my black ass to Florida. We going to get this young 44-year-old man down there at Tallahassee to see a good football game and to experience a good school, just like I experienced my good school, Jackson State University. But we're gonna get up off this thing. It's about to be 11 o'clock, y'all. And I know I done held y'all for a whole time for 2 hours, close to 2 hours. But make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, most of all, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU OverDrive. And it's a funny thing too. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was at work today and I met a rattler and she was on the phone with a Jackson State person. She finished school the year after I left in 01. She finished in 02. And basically she subscribed to the channel. She has subscribed to the channel right there. And I told her, I said, this is what I do. We be having fun. We talk about football, basketball. We talk about culture, bands, everything to the nine. And she was tuned. I don't know if she's on here, but she's tuned in. And that's what I like. even when I say FAMU, but it's all out, it's all out of love. But I am your boy Doc Holiday. I am the voice of HBCU culture. And this is HBCU OverDrive, where HBCUs matter. Make sure, like I said, donate to the channel. Donate to the channel. So we got one initiative out the way. We're gonna start another initiative right now. Get my black ass to Tallahassee. But yeah, hey Kaz, hit me up later on Twitter, man. We let me know what you think. Miss Dr. D, let me know, call me or text me tomorrow. We'll try to get some things going on. Sonny Boom, bro. It's not about going. It's not about going to support FAMU. It's about going to promote the channel, to network. Got to network, man. We got to get up out of it. We got to get there. And but it's all good though. You still my bro. You still my bro. But Lord Jesus. Yeah, Dr. D, you got receipts because everything else I put on is on wax. I ain't gonna get lost down there, bro. I'm not gonna get lost. But man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. We'll be back on this thing on Thursday afternoon at 12 o'clock. That's what time we'll be back on here. Thursday at noon. And we start getting the predictions going on, and then we'll be back on here after that on Monday. But make sure y'all hit that donation button on the Cash App. Make sure you hit it on the Super Chat. Also, make sure you hit it through the exclusive membership that we have. But as always, Y'all know what it is. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones because, again, one day they here and the next day they gone. We'll be back on here Thursday afternoon. Peace.